Ohio Healthy Food Cooperative. We're going to make biogas that'll produce electricity, fertilizer, food, fantastic jobs, phosphorus pollution ended, air, water, and soil cleaned up in our biogas facilities. My name is Dale Larson. I'm the founder of a company called Micros that designs specialized gardens that take all of the luck out of gardening. Anyone can be a master gardener and without a lot of work. I've been gardening since I was 7 years old on my father's truck farm near Detroit. I'm an inventor, a student, a teacher, and a dreamer. My dream? Feeding the world with healthy non-GMO food using sustainable systems that can be made affordable for all. I've finally found a way to make it happen. I'm 83 years old and have no patience with delay and excuses for not getting on with it. In 2006, I wrote a book titled Sustainable Agriculture Through Animal Waste Management that was not received well by its intended market, dairy farmers. I found that the owner of a 1,000-cow herd had an investment of more than $10 million and was losing $500,000 a year. This photo shows why. Farmers with lagoons filled with manure have to get rid of it before it overflows. Their practice is to dump it on any available field, kidding themselves that this is a fertilizer. This 20-acre field was flooded with 200,000 gallons of liquid manure, about 1/3 in the early spring before planting, the rest before the end of the year. The following crop year, 2015, yield was 30% less than the previous year because of the huge amount of phosphorus applied. Corn ears were half the size of normal. The point of my book was that sustainable use of manure to make biogas to generate electricity and heat on the farm created the opportunity for greenhouses with lighting for year-round production. This eliminated the problem of reluctant utilities that made it impossible to finance biogas electricity products by selling electricity. Other aspects included the sale of the 28% solids biofertilizer and the use of broiler manure to enhance biogas production. Busy dairy farmers cannot take on additional work not related to cows. The KISS syndrome, keep it simple, stupid, eliminates complex solutions. The choice is to ignore the possibilities and alternatives, and that has cost dearly. 19 years of $500,000 losses equals $9.5 million. We've invested over $300,000 in our work of 10 years to eliminate hunger and improve health with nutrient-dense non-GMO vegetables. My trips to Midwest cities have been a frustrating experience. Looking into community gardens and nonprofit organizations' futile waste of money and energy in tiny half steps toward food security. I burned out 2 computers in my relentless analysis of the data in Excel spreadsheets with almost 11,000 hours of work. I've learned a lot. Much of it was the development of the statistics showing the importance of scale, critical mass. Critical mass is a level of production that reaches a point where all of the variable and fixed costs are covered with a surplus remaining. With 11,000 hours of such work, I may be an expert. The windowless hulk at the right is the old Michigan Central Railway Terminal in Detroit, abandoned 40 long years ago. It stands as a symbol of the decay and the lack of will to end the problems of unemployment, poverty, and hunger in the city. What is the relationship of the scene on the previous slide to urban decay? The Ohio Healthy Food Cooperative has found biogas animal manure processing systems that have sufficient size and scale to create a cash cow that will produce enough revenue to make a significant contribution to rebuilding America, not just farms. We can do it now, but we must do it as a cooperative effort in which we can all prosper from our I'm not an academic dilettante. I'm a worker with calluses and stained overalls who can think outside the box. I do not raise money. I raise vegetables. I formed the OHFC Cooperative to initiate a new crowdfunding portal, Capital Funders Co-op, to present a mechanism for people disenchanted with failed capitalist systems exemplified by the Greenspan-Yellen Federal Reserve and its Wall Street supporters. Cooperative capitalism is the answer. I hear the descriptions of the Alperowitz cooperatives, a Youngstown sheet and tube mill, shut down in 1977 because it could not compete with foreign suppliers out of an obsolete facility. A workers' ownership plan was set up. This was an abject failure because the same obstacles that faced the shareholders continued to exist. There was no financial basis for the proposed cooperative steel mill. The great wealth of the Cleveland Clinic, universities, hospitals, and Case Western Reserve University combined to back another Alperowitz cooperative. It cost $17.5 million to build a 3-acre hydroponic greenhouse to grow head lettuce and herbs. It seems to employ about 25 workers and is managed by a fundraiser. This greenhouse is heated with natural gas. The worker owners are paid $10 an hour and have $1 deducted as member subscription. The cost of this facility is $435,000 per job. There is no profit to reinvest. The losses attributable to heating costs, fertilizer, chemicals, and interest foreclose the possibility of profits. The, the OHFC cooperative plan, with its biogas-centered facilities, will pay as much as $30 an hour and generate enough capital to replicate itself 80 times in 5 years. At the same time, it will build 430 rural and urban farms and food markets in food deserts. No hydroponics, natural minerals in a growing mix, healthy food rich in minerals, enzymes, and vitamins. And we have no spent hydroponic fluids polluting Lake Erie. In 4 years, there will be 30,000 jobs with a basic first investment of $31 million, about $1,000 a job, of course, with reinvestment. Look at our capitalfunderscoop.com website and healthyfoodcoop.com. Check us out.